So he's going to do whatever he wants to try and get under the skin.
This is the entertainment business that we live in now, and if you're not going to be entertaining, you're not going to put bums on seats.
Jake Paul's first words after Anthony Joshua punch. Jake Paul at Miami airport sent shockwaves through the boxing world. The punch left Jake hospitalized, and fans, analysts, and fighters alike are left stunned at AJ's sheer power and precision. This wasn't just a jab, it was a brutal reminder why Anthony Joshua is feared in the heavyweight division, leaving the entire boxing community in awe and disbelief.
Ari's here.
We need to really get rid of Ari.
After taking that brutal hit from Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul finally spoke, and his words drip with shock and raw fear. Admitting boxing is the hardest sport now feels personal. AJ's punch didn't just hurt, it humiliated, leaving Jake rattled, limping, and questioning if he can survive a true heavyweight storm.
Dude, I don't know. It's the hardest sport in the world, and you have to have a peak moment. You know, you're only able to show up in that one moment on that one night. And
this punch has left Jake shaken and the boxing world buzzing with disbelief. Johnny Nelson is floored by Jake Paul's antics after Anthony Joshua's punch. The veteran analyst hints at hidden motives behind Jake's shocking behavior, questioning what pushed him to provoke AJ. Fans are buzzing. Was it bravado, miscalculation, or pure desperation? Either way, the incident has everyone talking and shaking their heads.
We don't know, but that really, really rattled him for him to think of and plan doing something like that.
Duke McKenzie breaks it down. This is bigger than sport, it's entertainment. While some see Jake Paul's altercation with AJ as reckless, McKenzie reminds fans that the boxing world has always blended business with drama. Jake's stunt is headline making, but it's part of a larger spectacle where the spotlight can make or break careers.
I don't see there's any harm in it. It doesn't bring the sport into disrepute in any way. This is the show business world that we live in. There's the fight game, and then there's the fight business. And from the business perspective, that's probably just sold another 1 million tickets. Well,
Frank Warren didn't hold back. He made it clear this fight is a nightmare for Jake Paul. Facing Anthony Joshua at a heavier weight is pure danger. AJ hits like a freight train, and one clean shot could end the fight or hospitalize Jake instantly. This is survival versus annihilation.
This was at a different weight, and obviously I knew he fights at, but I fancy him because he comes up a weight. I think it's going to be a real tough fight for him, a tough night.
Jake Paul tried to act fearless, but he's walking straight into a storm. Anthony Joshua in his prime is a one-man wrecking crew. Confidence won't save him. Every punch could leave him flat out or hospitalized. The boxing world is collectively holding its breath. Can Jake survive this monster?
And so I like the challenge. People, that's the criticism. Fight someone in their prime who's a beast. I think people just want to see me lose. That's really what the message is behind it all.
Podsensi didn't mince words. Anthony Joshua is a colossal 6'6", 265 pounds, a true monster. Even friends of Jake admit fear. Respect for Paul aside, one clean AJ shot could land Jake in hospital. The sheer size and raw power makes this fight terrifyingly lopsided.
AJ versus Jake Paul. Do you see the size difference between Anthony? Do you see how fucking
He's
huge
a monster,
that guy
bro.
is?
Yeah.
6'6", 265.
That's huge, dude. That gives me so much respect for Paul though, because
yeah.
I was always just like, he's up fighting like all these old people, or Tyson. I mean, Tyson's still beast, but this dude's
Tyson
fucking.
old hell.
I know, but still, but
This fight as a friend of Jake is like, I'm scared.
The Ariel Helwani show hit hard. Anthony Joshua doesn't play exhibitions. Jake Paul may be chasing legacy, but stepping into the ring with AJ is a one-way ticket to disaster. Every second could see Jake hospitalized. AJ's experience and power leave no room for mistakes.
What do you say to the people who say Anthony is ruining his legacy just by taking this fight? Fans don't respect what he's done in the sport already. He's an Olympic gold medalist, 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world. I sort of sympathize with him because I feel like if he doesn't beat him quicker than he beat Francis, people are just going to write it off. I'll ask you bluntly, have there been any discussions about there's an agreement, there's a secret contract? Have any of those discussions happened regarding this fight? It's an 8-round professional fight. AJ wouldn't have taken it if that was the stance it had to be, if it was an exhibition, if it was you've got to hold him up for 8 rounds. It wouldn't suit Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is going in there to knock out Jake Paul.
Benavidez Sr. didn't hold back. He's warning the world that this is no ordinary spectacle. Jake Paul stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua is a high-risk, high-stakes nightmare. One misstep, one clean AJ shot, and it's lights out. out, potentially landing Jake in the hospital. Fans are buzzing, predictions are flying, and the boxing world is glued to this volatile showdown. Upsets are rare, but the tension is real. Any punch could define Jake's career forever.
You know, don't count him out. You know, I think that's a very dangerous fight for Jake Paul. But at the end of the day, you know, we could have a big upset, you know, but
Duke McKenzie's words hit like a sledgehammer. On paper, Jake Paul might pocket a fortune, but face-to-face with AJ, that's a nightmare waiting to happen. Joshua's power isn't just intimidating, it's career-threatening. One punch could send Jake straight to the hospital. The hype is through the roof, fans are polarized, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Everyone is watching. Will Jake survive the storm or become the cautionary tale of the year? This isn't just a fight, it's an all-out, heart-stopping event that could end in disaster for Paul.
It'll be the easiest fight of his career. If he wants to get 100 million and not even break sweat, you know, you take the fight. Is it going to enhance his stock as the world's #1 contender? Not at all, because nobody's going to take Jake Paul seriously. But on the other hand, should I don't even want to play devil's advocate. What if Joshua seriously hurts this guy, and puts this guy in hospital?
Carl Froch didn't sugarcoat it. Jake Paul is dangerously outclassed. AJ's precision, timing, and knockout power make this a fight that could be over before it even begins. Paul's lack of technical skill is exposed, and every jab, every hook from Joshua could be catastrophic. Fans are on edge, the suspense is insane, and the world waits to see if Jake survives AJ's relentless assault. One miscalculated move, and this becomes a shocking hospital story. The hype is electric, and Paul's gamble has never been riskier.
This is a one-round job, because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle, he's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out loud.
Tony Bellew didn't hold back, and the boxing world is still reeling. The audacity of Jake Paul stepping into the ring with a natural heavyweight like AJ is mind-blowing. This isn't a casual fight, this is a potential nightmare for Paul. Every punch AJ lands carries the force of an Olympic champion and two-time world title holder. Fans are shocked, pundits are panicking, and social media is exploding. One clean shot could end Jake Paul's night and possibly land him in the hospital. This is pure, unfiltered danger, and the hype is real. AJ doesn't mess around, and Paul is taking on a storm he's barely prepared for. The tension, the stakes, the size difference, it's all stacked in AJ's favor.
Money talks, as they say.
Money talks and bullshit walks. We all know that phrase. We've all seen it, but this is another level. This is a really dangerous. He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane.
Derek Chisora's words are a wake-up call to the world. He knows exactly how dangerous AJ is and how quickly Jake Paul could end up in serious trouble. This isn't just hype, this is reality. AJ's power, experience, and precision make him a walking nightmare. Chisora makes it clear, if AJ lands clean, the fight could be over in a flash. Fans are holding their breath, analysts are stunned, and Paul is facing the most dangerous opponent of his career. Every punch is loaded with the threat of a hospital visit. The boxing world is witnessing a spectacle of audacity and risk, and Jake Paul is the underdog staring straight into a storm he might not survive unscathed.
But I will say this to AJ, don't let that guy knock you out, because that will be fucking nightmares forever. But one or two, put it this way, AJ has to kill him in 3 rounds.
Johnny Nelson is setting the stage for what could be a historic and terrifying night for Jake Paul. He paints a picture of AJ as a relentless force of nature, capable of turning the fight into a one-sided nightmare. The anticipation is palpable. The world knows AJ's power and precision, and now everyone is buzzing over what Nelson calls the new ending. This isn't hype, it's a reality check. Paul is stepping into a storm with no experience against a natural heavyweight of AJ's caliber. Fans are on the edge of their seats, social media is erupting, and pundits are already predicting the fallout. Every jab, every uppercut from AJ could be catastrophic. The boxing universe is watching, stunned at the audacity of Paul, but fully aware that AJ's skill and knockout power make this fight dangerously one-sided. Nelson's insight elevates the tension. This is more than a fight, it's a potential headline-making annihilation.
This is the new Anthony Joshua.
I like this. I like this. Listen, so you hear the likes of what Wilder has to say, Fury has to say, White has to say. These men are raw. You're thinking, boy, and I must admit,
Eddie Hearn leaves no room for doubt. This is an extremely dangerous night for Jake Paul. Hearn makes it clear AJ will not hold back, he won't play games, and there is zero chance of mercy. Paul is walking into a heavyweight storm where every punch carries career-altering consequences. Fans are glued to screens, hearts racing because one clean shot from AJ could end the fight instantly or even put Paul in serious medical danger. Hearn's words add gravity and hype. This isn't just another spectacle, it's a brutal, high-stakes clash where survival and legacy hang in the balance. Analysts are buzzing, social media is on fire, and the boxing world collectively holds its breath. The stakes couldn't be higher, the power gap couldn't be wider, and the anticipation couldn't be more intense. This is AJ at his fiercest, and Paul is facing the ultimate test of courage and skill.
It's a very dangerous night's work, and AJ will be, people say, oh, will he take it easy on it? AJ will be AJ. He don't mess around, he don't play with his food. He'll be going in there looking to take him out as soon as possible.
Dave Allen highlights the brutal reality. Jake Paul is physically dwarfed by AJ, and the danger is undeniable. This isn't just a mismatch of skill, it's a sheer size and strength disparity. AJ's experience, knockout power, and natural heavyweight frame make him an almost unstoppable force. Fans are stunned at Paul's audacity, but the fear factor is off the charts. Every punch thrown by AJ carries massive potential to seriously injure Paul, or even end the fight in devastating fashion. Social media is buzzing with shock, and boxing analysts are scrambling to process the sheer scale of this challenge. This fight isn't a spectacle, it's a high-risk showdown where Paul's survival is at stake. Allen's blunt assessment adds realism and hype, showing just how dangerous stepping into the ring with AJ really is.
I'm not sure really, Jake Paul's a cruiserweight, isn't he? Not even that. He won't be anywhere near as big as partner of mine, Anthony Joshua.
The boxing world is still reeling from what happened at Miami Airport. Jake Paul, who has built his career on bravado and YouTube stunts, has just been put on the map of real danger by Anthony Joshua. Every punch AJ throws isn't just a jab or a hook, it's a statement. This isn't showboating, this isn't hype, this is a natural heavyweight using his full arsenal to remind everyone why he's a two-time world champion and Olympic gold medalist. Paul might have thought he was ready, but after that hit, the reality hit harder than any uppercut could. Fans are debating, analysts are shocked, and the social media universe is on fire. Questions about Paul's next move, his recovery, and whether he can ever step back into a real fight swirl endlessly. AJ has made it crystal clear he doesn't play games. For Paul, this is a career-defining moment, whether he bounces back or becomes a cautionary tale in boxing history. The question now is, will Jake Paul learn from this, or has AJ just delivered a warning that the world won't forget? Smash that like button, drop your hot takes in the comments, and subscribe to follow every shocking update from this epic showdown. You don't want to miss what happens next.